Hey guys, this is Alex Kemp from Wolf at the Door Studios, and we wanted to share a big congrats to our fellow Fable and Folly network friends over at Midnight Burger. They also were nominated for Best Fiction Podcast at the Ambies this year. If you haven't listened to it yet, Midnight Burger is an audio drama about the adventures of a time-traveling and dimension-hopping diner, which means those guys understand the value of a good cup of coffee, which is something that we at Wolf at the Door really treasure. So we're on the same page. They're coming up on their 4th season. So now's a good chance to catch up before they drop that on April 16th. Again, huge congrats to Midnight Burger on the Ambies nomination. You guys can find and listen to Midnight Burger all the usual places you find podcasts or on their website, weopenat6.com. It's all spelled out, weopenat6.com. Okay, thanks.
Raoul, you're a fucking loser. A grade A asshole. What are you doing with my daughter? You have no idea who she is. How could you? You're an abomination crawling through the sewers of time to take my Sarah, my girl. There was a time when she was everything to me. My wife, Claudette, well, she was a fucking bitch, let me tell you. But we were almost happy together during those years when Sarah was little and we lived in the 8th on a quiet little street, Rue de Vézelay. I fucking loved that apartment. But Claudette was making a lot of money, so we could afford it. And she had family money too. She had money coming out of her ears, I tell you. She didn't have the slightest idea about how to treat anyone. She was rude to waiters and cab drivers. It was terrible to see. I thought having a child would soften her, warm up that stone-cold heart. And it did, but only a tiny bit, not enough. Or maybe she would have understood later on when Sarah was older. But she died. She died and she left all her money in a trust for Sarah. Didn't leave me a fucking centime. A bitch to the last. Her family got me a job in the service. Like they were doing me a favor, So I worked my ass off. I worked harder than any of those fuckers. And at first, I just did it to earn my place, you understand, to belong. But the more I understood what the service was doing, the more I believed in it. When they asked me to handle the Red Hand operation, to keep Algiers as part of France, to keep time ironed out and smooth, I thought, well, of course you're giving that to me. Who else could possibly handle it? So if anyone asks, I am the Red Hand. I am the unseen, underpaid soldier on the front lines of time, fighting the chaos and the mistakes and car crashes of history. Raoul, you must understand. I read your file, you worked for your money. Your parents were middle class, they did fine, but you don't own a diamond mine or anything. We buried Sarah's mother and I started working. And Sarah has been taking care of me ever since. Can you believe it, Raoul? I get an allowance. My bills are paid. It's torture, it's a cage. And I keep time safe and straight and orderly. And now what? You appear, an accident, a pile-up on the highway, and you want to take the last thing I have left? So fuck you. I'm coming for you, and I'm not stopping until the work is done. Watch your back. Not that it will help, because you're a loser. Always have been, always will be. And I'm not. I'm a winner, Raoul. And I will beat you. Sincerely, Hans Cloutier.
The Fable and Folly Network, where fiction producers flourish.
Are you two still awake?
Dad, we're too excited!
You'll be tired at Mockery Manor tomorrow, and it's bigger than ever, so you really do need to sleep.
Daddy, tell us about the new expansion!
Okay.
Yay!
Once upon a time, there was a wonderful place, Mockery Manor. Everyone loved it, but sometimes it felt lonely.
Aww.
The manor longed for a companion, so they built a whole new park right next door and called it Claytonville. And it was the rootinest, tootinest place you ever did see. Yee-haw! Hop on board the brand new Mockery Railroad all the way to Claytonville. Toot toot! In Claytonville, there are 4 cowboy lands to explore. Lasso a goat in Farmin Valley. Kiss your girl's best friend in Lovelorn Town.
Stop it, Terry.
And in Cowboy Christmas Town, hop on down to the Bluegrass Grotto to meet Cowboy Santa. Ho down! And are you brave enough to ride the wildest ride in Claytonville? Look out, it's the 4 Spurs Mine Train.
Yeehaw!
Are you sleepy now, kids?
Yes, Daddy. I can't wait to go to Mockery Manor and Claytonville.
2 parks in one and only $19.99 for a family of 4.
And how about you? Yeah, that's right. You, listening to this. Are you ready to come back to Mockery Manor? Season 3, available now.